She was previously involved in AALEAD's program as a high school student, and now is attending college. Please welcome Zefanya.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, fellow colleagues and AALEADers. As an AALEAD alumnus, I'd like to personally thank all of you for being here and for supporting our community. My name is Zefanya. I'm 18 years old, and I'm a freshman at Montgomery College. My family and I are from Indonesia. We immigrated to the United States in 2001, commonly like other immigrants in hope of a better life. I've been in AALEAD since I was a freshman in high school. I was involved in the girls program, summer programs, a couple volunteering programs, and the mentoring program. How did I hear of AALEAD? Well, first coming to high school, I met a Filipino boy that I grew to have a crush on. He asked me to go with him to the AALEAD orientation that occurs in the beginning of each new school year. So you could almost say my primary reason for joining was to get closer to my crush. One of the reasons AALEAD grew on me was because of the coordinators and staff. I was an overly shy teenager, and the staff were outgoing and inviting people. I always wanted to be more involved because I became aware of things I wasn't before, and AALEAD also helped me to be more confident in making friends. That was only the first part. I began struggling in school, especially in math. I probably had more tutors than the years I spent in AALEAD, and the staff at AALEAD made sure I was comfortable with my tutors, and the tutors made sure I understood things. One of my other personal and probably most important challenge was college preparation. I was so uninformed of this process until I went to a girls' trip to Boston. It was my junior year in high school. It was my first time in Boston. And the trip was educational, it was fun, and most of all, eye-opening. We went to a Blue Man Group concert, and we attended an Aspire conference. It stands for Asian Sisters Participating in Reaching Excellence. Visiting colleges was my favorite. We visited Boston University and Harvard, and the trip made me think about where I should go and what I should major in. But soon after this realization, I was faced with moving out of DC to Rockville, Maryland, in Montgomery County. Going to AALEAD was going to be more difficult, and I knew I needed help with preparing to go to college. I let AALEAD know about this situation, and I was paired with a mentor. Jessica Sue, who is also an AALEAD board member and is actually here right now at the table. I could say so much about Jessica and our time and the many trips she's made to Maryland and my many trips in DC, but I'll try to keep it short. She helped me take on an internship at Voice of America, and she helped me make cover letters and following up. And she also helped me apply for colleges, checking over essays, and explaining to me what financial aid is. And most importantly, she, among other many people in AALEAD, she became someone I can talk to, someone I can share my academic desires and my ambitions of my future. Please don't cry, Jessica. At the time, it was really hard to talk and get help from my parents because they were first-generation Indonesians, and they didn't really understand how that school process was, and they weren't educated here. Moreover, I was facing doubt from myself and other people close to me. I wasn't a straight A student. I still had underdeveloped studying habits, and it felt like things were closing in on me. AALEAD helped me in so many ways at the time. Even though I wasn't accepted to the colleges I applied to, even though I did have the most illuminating performance in high school, I learned something so much more important than that. It wasn't about getting to the top colleges or being the smartest student. Before, I looked at myself in deep regret for not doing my best, or for not doing things differently. But it did seem right to look at life that way. As cliche as it sounds, with the thought of how everything happens for reasons, and with faith, I learned to put on a different perspective. I ended up going to Montgomery Community College in Rockville, starting at a pace that suited me best. As a result, I surprisingly got into the Dean's List last semester. passion to have that scholarly persona, but things weren't just going to happen like that. I believe that AALEAD had faith in me, in despite of my shortcomings, which to me was so vital. Holding on to a dream requires more than practical work. You need people behind you, and the ability to withstand anything that tries to get in the way of it, whether it's rejections or your own doubt, or other people's doubt. Recently, someone asked me where I see myself in 10 years. I answered, I'll be 29, most likely in grad school or some sort of continuing education. I'm not currently sure what specific field I like to be in, but I see myself working for the government or NGO to improve the underdeveloped societies of the world, and would also like to be in the Peace Corps at some point in my life. Also living by myself with a dog. I'm in my second semester in Montgomery College in a transfer program for international studies. And in pursuit of my dream of going to university, I'll transfer from Montgomery College to University of Maryland, or hopefully George Mason. We'll see how things work out. Indeed, AALEAD is close to my heart, the staff, the friends, the memories and experiences. I'm grateful for everything they've done for me, and especially for letting me share my experience here. Thank you.